Imagine with me that there's this chain. And now there's a common expression about chains, that chains are only as strong as their weakest link. And it seems that the frailty of life can be likened to a chain. We can be so strong in different aspects, but still have weakness that ultimately makes us weak. So like a chain, we're only as strong as the weakest part of us. And we only have as much power as each aspect of our life as a composite allows us to. Further still, there's certain aspects of our chain that grow and become stronger. Then there's others that get weathered and rusty and just lack use. When I was even just a little bit younger, free from any slight measure of responsibility that I have now, it always seems strange to me, the phrase, to stop and smell the roses. Because it's like, don't we all have time for that? It just hit me recently that this autumn I hadn't noticed that the colors of the leaves were changing, and now they're already falling to the ground. I had not stopped to smell the flowers, stopped to smell the roses. I have passed by enough trees to notice that the leaves have changed, and so I felt like I wasn't keeping up with myself, like things were just being neglected, and that wasn't really healthy. Anyway, I decided that I was going to go do something. This time, I wanted to gain a new perspective. So I went back to a place where I had taken a picture, and it just felt nice to drive. I went just like 45 minutes away from my home, just to kind of empty my head. And that's really all I went for, was to have a new experience alone that I didn't have to attach any responsibility or any feeling of obligation to. And it ended up being different than that. I guess this is where I am now. On my way out, I would stop and take pictures of anything. You know, if I was just driving and I thought, hey, that was cool, I pulled over. I turned around probably 5 times just to take a picture. And that felt good. That was really one of the first times that's ever happened. As I was driving, I passed this produce stand. I just thought to myself, I could pull over and buy produce. I didn't. But it was just the idea of these potential melons, you know, and that was kind of like my whole trip, were these potential melons. Like, I don't have melons with me. I didn't get them, but they're still there in a way. And that felt good. And I guess this kind of goes back to another thing I heard when I was younger. You know, being yourself so you know what you want in life. And that never really struck a chord with me as much. It does now. I realized this subtle strength, this power in being alone. Not that I want to be alone all the time, but I felt me alone. And I think that's important, to go, to strive, to be, and to just feel you. I think of that quote from Primo Levi. It talks about finding yourself in a raw form and to measure yourself at least once, and I think of those aspects of that like mantra, for lack of a better word, that makes sense to me. Then I think of Buddha and talking about you are your thoughts, and basically that's so true. You can't just wish things, you can't be like sitting around thinking all day. The mindset is most of the battle, and I think that's a big deal to get over. So basically all I want to say is go and be and find that person that you are. And I don't know why I'm just compelled to say all these things. My eyes are opening to all these weird little pieces of advice that the part of being is balance. You know, that's really the key to everything, is balance. You know, not letting any part of your chain be weak. Make it all as strong as possible, every single link. And then your chain won't be as strong as your weakest link. It'll be just as strong as it is. That's just, you are that chain, and that's beautiful to me. Finding that balance and not doing everything consistently. There's things that are more important than others, and there's things that we shouldn't do at all, and I don't know how to wrap this up, but that's it. And I'm happy to be making this video at 8:42 on a Monday morning.